Hello friends, fellow beer geeks. I'm Wes the Craft Beer Geek, and tonight I have a beer for you from Southern Tier Brewing out of New York State. This is their Warlock. It's an Imperial Stout, Imperial Pumpkin Stout, that is. It's part of their Blackwater series, sold in this 22-ounce bottle. Comes in at 8.6% alcohol by volume. The malts are 2-row pale malt, caramel malt, black malt, Munich malt. There's also pureed pumpkin, magnum hops, sterling hops, and natural flavors. So this is my first time having this. I was unable to get a bottle of this last year. Ended up being really popular, went really quickly, and I just wasn't fast enough last year to get it. So I was excited to be able to get a bottle of this year. So let's get this cracked open into a glass and see what it's all about. Okay, so as you would expect with a stout, this pours out a very dark color, although not pitch black. I am getting a little bit of light coming through the bottom of the glass. It has a very deep amber color to it. Got a white, slightly tan head on here, about a one-finger head. Let's see what the aroma on this one is like. Yeah, definitely in the nose, I get a lot of those crusty, slightly spicy notes that you get if you've ever had the Southern Tier Pumpkin. It smells like a crust. It has a slight caramelized, sugary sort of smell to it. It smells like if you stuck your nose down in a pumpkin pie. It just smells exactly like that. So I'm excited to go ahead and give this a taste, let you know what I think. Cheers. Right up front, you get hit with a medium mouthfeel on this beer. Not real thick, but definitely in the stout zone as far as richness. It's very robust. It's got a full body to it. And then you're hit with sort of a slightly spicy, very reminiscent of a pumpkin. Again, I'm going to have to keep referencing pumpkin because I believe there's a lot of the same sort of things going on here with pumpkin. This is sort of their new addition to the collection, I guess you could say. So this has a lot of the same aspects as pumpkin. Pumpkin mixed with some stout flavors. It does have a very roasty, slightly dry flavor to it. It's a lot less sweet, and you know, pumpkin can be very sweet. This definitely has the sweetness toned back a little bit. It's definitely more on the roasty side. Has a very light amount of carbonation. There's a little bit of bite there to let you know that there's a good bit of alcohol in here. But it's not real strong, it's not real biting, it's just a very hint of a bite there. I almost get a little bit of an anise sort of flavor in here. I don't know if there's any in there or not, but just the dark roasty notes and the spiciness kind of give it that anise sort of quality to it. Slightly chocolatey. I'm getting almost the chocolate flavor of an Oreo cookie, if that makes any sense to you. Very dry, sort of roasty chocolate, without being a bitter chocolate, just dry and roasty chocolate kind of flavors. Okay guys, to wrap up my thoughts on the Southern Tier Warlock Imperial Pumpkin Stout, there's a whole lot going on here flavor-wise. You're getting sort of the spicy graham cracker crust notes, getting a little bit of a pumpkin note, you're getting a sort of dark chocolatey note, you're getting some light alcohol notes in here. Just a whole lot going on in here. It's kind of discombobulating at first. It's all over the place, but it's really interesting. Beer really works well together. I think I like this more than the pumpkin. I think this would go just as well as the pumpkin would with a piece of pie or other kinds of they're suggesting barbecue and stuff like that, and I think it would go well with that as well. Or just a great beer just to sit down and enjoy like I'm doing now as a sort of a dessert or a nightcap, I guess. I like what the roasty chocolate notes bring to it. Sort of cuts back on that really sweet, biting sweetness that the pumpkin can have. Pumpkin is really not a great beer to drink by itself. It works better with food, and this is one that's good by itself. So that's sort of a plus there. Is you can drink this by itself. Where pumpkin, you really got to have some food with it to really appreciate it, I think. It's just really crazy sweet. But I like this one a lot. So with that being said, I'm going to give the Warlock, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I like the story here. I'm enjoying it. I like the flavors. I like how things are sort of balanced, and there's a lot going on here flavor-wise, and it's really interesting. And I think a lot of people would like this. If you think you'd like this, try this. I think you should. It's a good beer. So I want to thank you for watching another episode of the Craft Beer Geek. If you like this review, I got lots more at craftbeergeek.com. They're all organized there by style as well as by brewery. So if you're looking for a particular beer to see if I've reviewed it, that's the way to find out. Lots and lots of reviews there to check out. Other things as well. Also, if you want to support the show, please think of us when you're doing any Amazon.com shopping. You have a link in the show notes below on YouTube or on the right-hand side of the page on craftbeergeek.com. You use those links, it'll take you directly to Amazon.com. It'll be just like a normal shopping experience there. Won't cost you any extra, but we'll be getting a small commission of anything you buy. So thank you for that in advance. Warlock, check it out. Good beer, 9 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Please drink responsibly, and remember, I don't drink bad beer. You shouldn't either. See you next time. Cheers.